Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Excellent.
Doing great.
Love to hear it. Why don't we go around the table and introduce our characters, starting with James. Who are you and who are you playing today?
I'm playing Kel Lawbringer, paladin of wisdom and knowledge, who's mainly just a PR person for the god. But, you know, it's an important job that doesn't have to be done.
I'm sorry, say that again?
It's an important job that doesn't have to be done.
That's what I thought you said. And Marc, who are you and who are you playing today?
So, yeah, I'm just, Mac, right? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I got some mushrooms that God hates apparently, but like I got them because he gave them to me. And I'm just kind of like chilling, make sure everything goes smoothly, So we just all chill, tranquil. Yeah.
Do you still have mushrooms left over?
I have like.
Do you like
500.
not eat them unless it's
Neal?
a shenanigans
Neal,
day?
I bought 100 gold worth of them. I have them in my pockets. I have them in my storage.
Well, you mean your room.
100 gold. That's like $10,000 worth of mushrooms.
Okay,
How many
no,
mushrooms would that buy you?
So I think I bought 500. Let me just check here.
500 gold?
I've been using the numbers. So I have 40
500
left in my
mushrooms.
pocket. 40 left in my pocket and 150 left in my like other storage.
So you started with 500 and you're down to 140?
No, I probably started with
You
200 at
addict.
that point. I don't remember. I think using 60 over these episodes. Maybe I should. I'll take off 50 from the in-between episode, probably mushroom binges. There we go. So I have 100 left in my
Don't
storage.
smoke mushrooms, children. Don't listen to this man.
Agreed. Do not smoke mushrooms.
No, inject them.
No.
Leave them underneath your eyelids to soak for a little while. Last but not least, we have Bryan. Bryan, who are you and who are you playing with today?
Yeah, I'm Bryan, and I'm playing Admiral Jai, and he is a cyborg, I guess, who was recently upgraded with gnomish technology. He's got four arms, and he's looking to establish trade relations with these people here. But he's not really too sure about these people who he's been dealing with. I'm not sure if they're actually the right people for my mission here.
From where were you sent to establish trade relations?
In the where Thryken live, probably in kind of the mountains in the cave. Well, because we have the underground ships, right? So we're probably underground in the caves.
Wait, underground ships?
I know nothing
Yeah.
of your race. I am confused.
Wait, do you have like subterranes?
You
Yeah.
you get like a burrowing ship.
My God. My God. So your people are just everywhere.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
could be
Well,
everywhere.
Do they go under the ocean? Or do they go that deep?
No. See, when people call themselves an admiral, it's not necessarily of the sea. You can have we're like the sea of the ground, right? As if like the wide open.
I get it.
Okay, Admiral.
You don't get it,
Yeah.
Marc? What's wrong with you?
I
It
was
makes
just wondering
perfect
if they
sense.
would go to continent if the tunnels did that, but also this.
Yeah, we can go to Bravo, sure. But what would you do there?
Well,
So shut up.
let's bring our party into Shenanigans today and see what's going on around the table. Where are you guys seated while I sort out how many people are in the bar?
My token's tiny. Just at a random table, looking over the my level up first aid kit because I just learned first aid.
Sitting on the stairs.
You're sitting on the stairs. Yeah, because last time, because I didn't have first aid, some unfortunateness happened to Shag.
Whoa. Well, battle music. Roll initiative.
Whoa!
I had to get a better look at Admiral Jai. Oof. Okay.
Reminds me of Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It reminds you of Gilgamesh, the ancient Sumerian?
No,
From
Final Fantasy Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who has
okay.
multiple arms and swords and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
be
why I
like,
specified.
this doesn't look anything like Sumerian culture to me. What are you talking about?
I
There
watched
was
those
two ways
Japanese.
that question to go. We went very opposite.
No, yeah. Mech's on the stairs, so he was sitting on the
It's
stairs.
fine. It's fine. The stairs
Oh,
kicked me
okay.
off.
Sorry, Mac.
I'm gonna be kind of right in the center, but like each arm is gonna be grabbing something from a different table. So four tables.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty full bar. It's about 80% capacity, so it's standing room only at this point. A lot of people bumping into each other. You can easily swipe things from bars or tables or people's hands without them really noticing. You can do the famous long straw maneuver and get free drinks. But in the meantime, you guys are just hanging around. What are you up to? Who's this? That must be Kill. What are you doing, Kill? Kill.
Well, I'm fine. I'm packing up my first aid kit because I just learnt first aid. Did my first aid course. That's why I was in here last week.
Yeah, that's an important thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing interesting for me today. Just hanging around.
What about you, Mech? Why are you chilling on the stairs?
Well, you see, like, I forgot to get up for a few weeks, so I missed a few weeks too. And then I was coming downstairs to chill with everybody, and then I realized, like, why would I go all the way and sit at a table when I could just, like, go down the stairs and sit on the stairs? So now I'm just kind of, like, sitting here and wondering, like, okay, but, like, is it worth the effort to go to a table to talk to people? But then there's people near me. So I'm, like, trying to make eye contact with them, but they're, like, not making eye contact back. So I just took a mushroom.
Wow. Okay.
I 9 left.
And Admiral Jai, what are you taking?
Mushrooms.
No, I mean I would say that I am. I'm probably doing strategic reconnaissance of everybody in the room.
Strategic reconnaissance. Are you checking out other four-armed people?
Yeah, there's that. There's I have to make sure what kind of equipment people have on, right? So that's why I've got my arms grabbing things, right? Make sure nobody has anything dangerous.
They all have dangerous things. There are swords, scythes, spears, wands, staves, rods, maces, armors, sharp paper, an unfiled down corner of a table. This place is filled with danger.
Well, yeah, I guess that's my strategic report.
The dangerous place.
It's dangerous. Got it. Okay. Well, the door bursts down, not all the way down, of course, and in strides. Who is this person? A woman, kind of maternal looking, mid-40s, a little bit on the short side, kind of big, soft doe eyes, and walks up to the first group of people and immediately gets like rejected and laughed at. Walks up to a second group of people. There's some like chuckling and laughing and pushing her away. She heads over to the tavern, to the bar, talks with Desmond for a little bit. He kind of shakes his head and then gets up on a high chair and starts to scan the crowd, looking for someone, anyone. And then his eyes rest on the multi-armed man who's like touching everything, and the weird druggie on the staircase.
Eye contact with somebody, and it's Desmond.
He knows what he needs to do, and he gives like a whistle and like waves over the three of you to the bar.
I hesitate because I didn't want to walk to a chair, so like now walking to Desmond, but all right, I'll
Come
get up
on,
and
it's
go.
Desmond.
I'm relaxed by mushrooms now too, so I'll go over to Desmond.
Come on, Mac.
Are you sure you're relaxed? You're not like freaking out? There's a lot of people in here, Mech.
Normally I would play along, but
They might know you're high. They might know. Okay. All right.
See, Mac, I know you spent all this effort coming downstairs, right? But you have to understand that's sunk cost, right? So you need to get past that.
Dude, there's no water here.
Just
Not yet, there
Just
isn't.
broke James.
Wait, are you saying that they would demand that trade good? I could sell them water if there's no water here.
That's what a sunk cost is, man. It's like
It's
cost
literally a
of-
river outside town.
Yeah, anything that goes in there is sunk.
Hello, gentlemen.
What's up?
This poor, innocent lady here has a strange dietary condition. She can only drink goat's milk, not regular cow milk, not even the Great Bessie's milk. It has to be goat's milk. And
Almond milk.
I'm sure you all know about the Great Goat Apocalypse that happened last week.
Yeah, nothing to do
I
with
wasn't here.
Don't worry about that. Nothing.
Well,
nothing at all.
you'll hear about it. Pretty much, an evil goat herder came through town, killed all the goats in town, chopped up their bodies, made stew, fed it to people, and then the people that ate it turned into other goats. It was a big deal. We had to unturn them from goats. But the problem is that there's no goats in like a 100-mile radius now. And this poor woman, look at her. She's probably got kids and stuff. You have kids, man? She's probably got kids, doesn't know about them yet, sowing wild oats and all that jazz. I think she could really use a hand here getting some exotic goat's milk. Isn't that right, ma'am? And she kind of nods and looks over at you guys. Big eyes. I have nothing for my tea anymore.
You know what? I got something for your tea if you really want.
You just drink your tea black?
What? Without cream and sugar?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what? Sugar's not dairy.
Wait a second. I don't know about this. Is this an evil tea? Why are we talking about goatees here?
No, mister. It's just, I need something to put in my tea to cool it down and give it that creamy flavor, but I can't have normal cow's milk. And, also when I'm not drinking tea, I need something to consume, and it's just water and milk, and most of the water's polluted, so goat's milk it is.
I extend my hand with a mushroom in it. I don't say anything.
She shakes it?
The mushroom squishes in her hands.
Yeah, she leaves the mushroom in your side after the shake.
Cool. That's a new one. I like it.
98 left.
So, yeah, now I'm like standing from the stairs and shit, so we might as well do something now.
Yeah, poor woman, right? Needs that milk. Anyway, I thought seems like a matter of public service, and I'd be willing to personally cover the costs of your adventure to get her the requisite goat's milk, so that Barbara Ann here, my name's Jen, can get the goat's milk that she needs. What do you guys say?
That sounds like an easy job.
Yeah, seems easy.
Great. I believe the last goats are on the Spice Islands, so it'll be a bit of a journey, but you can do
Spices?
it. I believe in you, and make sure to come back soon before she dies of degoatification.
Just boil some water and cool it. Then it's get the impurities out of it.
You can't say things like that to her. She has a condition.
Water? She's not allergic to water.
She has a condition. You can't question her like that.
Same.
Being allergic to dairy doesn't mean you're allergic to water.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I thought he was a professional. She looks at you with big eyes. Thank you.
Do you not care about this woman's life, bro?
She could just drink water. But okay.
Is that gonna kill him?
All right, this is an easy job. All right, so I guess we have a lore bringer. You're a man of the law. Create food and water.
No, I'm a paladin, not a cleric.
Foiled already.
You're right. That wouldn't even work. Goat milk isn't water. It's also not food.
Cool.
Right. Okay. But All right. So Spice Isles to the north, up to, yeah.
There we go.
Do you really want to rush there, though?
I'm not rushing. I mean, I'll ride my horse, but I don't know what you guys are doing.
Oh man, can I like ride on your horse too?
No, not at all.
Damn. That tear comes down Mac's face, and he keeps walking.
You guys need supplies or anything?
Maybe. I don't know. Nah, we'll figure it out.
I mean, I was gonna say we'll need some food and water, but we already scratched that plan out.
We can get water still in town.
But there's no goat milk.
You're right.
No,
Create
it's
water.
fine. I get.
Create water is only a first level spell.
Oh, I have that.
All right.
So,
I think we're ignoring getting any supplies and going forward like idiots.
love
I've
it.
got my
Okay.
supplies. I've got my supplies. It's already my character sheet.
I have my character.
Well, party, let's take a look at the Spice Islands and see where you have to. God damn it.
Are we getting to
Browser.
religion?
I don't know. You guys got to go to the Spice Islands. It's up to you where you want to go.
True.
Yeah, well, religion's the village on Embershore.
So, here are the so-called Spice Islands.
Yes.
I
So
wonder if there's
does
some girls
Desmond?
there.
Probably nothing. You know, just giant fire-breathing squirrels.
Yeah.
Occasional thing.
Yeah. A wish ring. What?
What? What? No one said anything about that.
No, no one did. No.
No. So,
Well, I mean, we'll head up road to Kershwick, I think, and see if we can get a boat up to Embershore, because that's probably where we're going to find goats, I guess. Well, there's villages on all those Spice Isles, mostly, I believe. Unless they've been killed off by the crab folk.
Dude,
The
what are you
crab
talking
folk.
About?
Oh, okay, do we call them crab men?
How do they walk?
Crab
Sideways.
people.
Crab
Excuse you.
people. I'm very sorry. Crab people.
Walk like crab, talk like people.
yep. So that's the plan. Anything you guys need to do, or is it time to roll some road encounters?
I
think
see
so,
nothing
okay.
wrong with this.
Yeah, let's
All
just
right,
head up
cool.
the road to Kershwick.
Yeah, excellent, wonderful. So off the party goes, headed out the front door. This is like the fastest we've ever left the bar before, I think.
True.
Okay. Let's scroll on down over to Berkshire. Change the music. Okay. Our party sets off. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Where is...
We need an indicator.
Yeah, you're on the road.
Okay, we're on the road.
You're on the... Yeah, there's a road.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
see
are
the
walking
road.
by foot, though.
There's a road to the Spice Isles? Hell yeah.
It's a road to Kershwick. We're taking a boat to the Spice Isles.
Oh.
One of the islands disappeared a few years ago, but then came back. Yeah, no idea.
How long's
We
the
were
journey?
back in my country. We could have taken a boat the whole way.
Well, we're not, so we can't.
It's a multi-day journey, I assume, right?
It is
2 days
a
to Kershwick.
2-day journey to Kershwick, and then a boat ride to wherever island you want to go to.
Cool. I'm gonna swap a spell while we do that then.
Okay. Maybe 6 hours out of Berkshire. You're on the road to Kershwick. It's warm, it's dusty, it's the middle of spring. You know, there's birds chirping in the air. There's all sorts of stuff going on. When, what is that your ears hear? But a tambourine and some like foot stomping on a like something hollow. There's a party up ahead, or at least some sort of festival or artwork or something's happening.
Best to ignore that sort of thing, I think.
Think? But what if they're like partying? It sounds like they're partying.
Well, you can
Not
go
like
join
party?
the party if you want.
Why do you not want to party, dude? We've partied, me and you.
I don't know. This is a flaw in logic. Just because tambourines are sometimes associated with parties does not mean that the source is always a party.
What could it mean then?
Could be a tambourine salesman that fell over.
Ah, okay.
Oh, so you would probably want to go deal with him to like establish trade.
But he is a salesman.
Nope, because now their goods are all destroyed. Why would I want broken tambourines?
He could have more in his warehouse.
We hear the tambourines are not broken. We should probably go establish trade.
Oh, he got you there. Maybe.
Maybe these are used tambourines now. These aren't new tambourines.
So like, you guys don't want to go check it out?
I don't care. If you want to go, we can go look.
I like parties, man. What's the worst that happens?
You die?
Besides death. You know what? We all gotta return to tranquility sometimes, guys.
Yeah.
If you want, I got some shit to calm me down.
Right.
It's a hug.
Are tambourines really a very, very calm instrument? I feel like they're a high strung instrument.
Well,
Hey,
they're not
really
strung
don't wanna
because they're not
go.
string instruments. They're only high-strung string instruments. You can't have a high-strung tambourine. You can have a high-tension tambourine, though.
So,
We go in to check it out next
All
time.
right. We should make a new
Alright.
instrument. 2 tambourines with a string in between it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be a high-tension tambourine.
Wait, how do you play it?
Who said it poorly?
You string it.
You strum the string and it vibrates and it shakes the jinglies?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm behind that. Yeah, sure enough, there's like a little trail and there's a sign posted on the trail that like veers off and heads into the woods a little bit on the east side. The sign is in what languages do you all speak?
Okay. Okay, let me see.
common.
Yeah, just going.
Drakus, Old Common, and Eridonian.
Fucking, who knows what language this is? But it's written in like some sort of muddy, browny, reddy, inky, maybe it's just dirt and smeared on a sign sort of way.
Yeah.
Wait, what did it say?
It's in a language you
can't
don't
read
speak. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fair.
problem.
Is there any proper nouns in it that I recognize?
Not a one. The script is even bizarre. But it appears that that's not going to stop you guys from investigating this, so you head down the path.
Well, is there
and
any
twist.
icons on it, like my heraldry would notice?
There are markings, but nothing that your heraldry would pick up.
All right.
So there are some that the road twists and the path twists and winds around some rocks and trees and past a hill, and the sound gets louder and you can hear laughter and more like knocking on hollowness and a couple more tambourine sounds. And as you pull around the corner, what do you see but a full goblin acrobatic and theater troupe performing on a makeshift stage to a group of maybe a dozen spectators.
Ooh, are there tickets to be bought?
Are they goblin spectators or just other?
It's mostly goblins and kobolds. Maybe about 8 of the dozen are goblins and kobolds, but then there's like 2 humans, a dwarf, and like a mysterious shrouded man with a hood over his head. Maybe he's even a woman. Who knows?
Are the goblins and humans and stuff like looking like slaves or just chilling?
No. There's no goblins in chains. The 8 goblins in the audience are just watching and clapping along and jabbering at each other every now and then. They're kind of like talking over the entire performance. It's a little bit rude, honestly, to be talking in a theater, but they're goblins. What do you expect?
I meant the
And then
opposite,
there's the
humans.
performers who appear to be totally free. You know, there's like
Yeah,
a
I meant the
half dozen
opposite.
of them, including a stage manager who's off to the side giving cues to the people about to come on. He's got like a big, long, drawn blue hat that like sticks out over in front of him with like a feather that comes off the top. He's got to like lift his head to actually be able to see. Hat comes out so far.
Cool.
Yeah, let's get some seats and watch.
I don't know. It seems like we already missed the good act where like the magician would escape from the chains. I don't see anybody in chains.
And yeah, just to clarify, the human in the audience looks like he's not a slave or whatever. Who's that?
Yeah, the two humans are
Okay,
just
yeah.
like standing in the back.
That's all I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any slavery happening here at all.
Okay.
Well, that's unusual for Drakus.
So, yeah, I don't think he's a salesman. You guys want to watch?
Yeah, I'll watch.
Cool.
Yeah, it appears to be a goblin play. Does anyone speak goblin? No? I don't think you guys can really understand what's happening in it, but it appears that it has something to do with a hole in the ground that they keep like diving in, but it's very clearly just like a hole in the stage, and then you can like see the goblin under the stage crawling out to the backside. Or crawling in to pop up through it and out of the hole. And they keep going in and out of the hole, and then all of a sudden, like, a goblin draws a sword, and he, like, runs another goblin through, but you can hear, like, a squeaky squeak as he does it, and it's clearly, like, a collapsing blade sort of situation. There's not actually any bloodshed, but as he pulls it out, the other goblin, like, bleeds all over the ground, and there's gasps from the crowd.
Guys, I think this is like the goblin version of, like, the birds and the bees.
After a few minutes...
It's called the Sword and the Goblin.
After a few minutes, the goblin who ran the one goblin through, like, pushes his body in the hole, and another goblin hops in, and then there's, like, applauding, and all the goblins come out, and they, like, take a bow together.
I politely clap.
Yeah. You've only been here, like, 15 minutes. It must have been the climax of the show. No one even bothered trying to charge you. And, yeah. The actors take their bows. There's applause. They head off to behind the sheet curtain that sort of like, forms their backstage. And the crowd starts chatting with each other about the performance. The pair of humans and the dwarf see you guys and sort of give you a nod from a distance, like we're surrounded by goblins at a goblin theater. Just making eye contact with the other people in case anything goes wrong, and we need to get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, like, probably... Shall we get back to the road, guys?
Yeah, sure.
That was a very interesting play. I wish I spoke goblin.
Sure. You guys can head back to the play. The troupe of two humans, a dwarf, and a mysterious shrouded person catch up with you guys and make some small talk, but they're headed to Berkshire. Sounds like you guys are headed the other way, and we can just move on from this encounter then.
Sure, I would want to ask the mysterious person. Yeah, why are you so mysterious?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm asking.
The head bobs as he walks backwards away from you.
My head bobs too, and I keep walking. Okay, good talk. Okay.
Alright, let's get going.
All right, cool. We just move on from the Goblin Theater. Nothing to see here, folks.
Well, we don't speak goblin.
Next random encounter along the road. Where is one? Not today, but
this
the
the
next
next
day.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on. Oh, she just did that encounter.
Goblin theater again.
How many
Same
goblin
one.
theaters are on this road?
Apparently there were two. Or you just going in circles?
It's a straight road.
Magical goblin theater.
Yeah. The next day, as you get a little bit closer to Kershwick, not quite at the bridge yet, you find two wagons that seem to have crashed into each other, trying to like pass each other on the road, and their corners have clipped and the wagons are like turned out, and one of the horses or mules that was pulling this thing is like awkwardly strained and stuck between these two things, braying back and forth. The other one has been untied and is like just over by a tree chilling, and it looks like the carts are in some damage, and the cart owners are just like yelling at each other, slapping hats against the ground, telling each other to fuck off. It's sort of a chaotic, messy scene of cartnage. I'm here all week, guys.
Go back to the goblin play.
I don't know, man. Looks like those wagon wheels got rocked, Mama.
Can you tell this stupid son of a bitch she owes me for a new axle? And the other guy goes, I owe you? No. You were the guy who should have pulled off to the side of the road and let me pass. You had the more awkward, hazardous terrain, and so that you definitely have to go out of the way. Otherwise, you're going to hit it, and we're going to be in this situation. It's all your fault.
I think we should mediate this. Okay, so we're going to investigate who was that.
You mediate it, go on.
Yo, chill, guys. All right, so what happened here exactly?
This motherfucker, this asshole over here knocked into my cart. You knocked into my cart.
If I'm looking at the road, does it look like one was clearly at fault?
No.
Okay, so is the road big enough for 2 carts?
No.
So they just head on into each other expecting the other to turn.
It appears that they tried to slide past each other and it just wasn't big enough for the two of them and they both made terrible judgments. Or maybe, you weren't here. Maybe someone was trying to pull off and the other guy ran into him. It's just, no one's claiming that lore, but...
Okay. I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna handle the situation and I'm gonna cast Mind Read. And I'm gonna go look back in the past and find out who's at fault. Going through their minds.
Let me let my spells load. Mind Read.
There you go. Put it in chat.
There it is.
Thank you. In addition to detecting surface thoughts, the priest is able to probe deeper into the mind of a single creature. Always reveal a sort of creature. Details and usefulness will depend on the intelligence. Right, so, you can't actually revisit the past with it, but you can read their minds. And they are both 100% convinced the other person is at fault.
Okay.
100%. There's no, guilty conscience. It's actually my fault. I'm just trying to pass off the blame. Both people are fully convinced the other person is a raging asshole who has broken their cart.
Okay. I guess the way you're saying it is I can't go through the memory. I have to probe them to make them try to think of shit or anything.
Yeah. Because you can read what's happening in their mind, but you can't just peruse memories at will.
Okay.
All right. Can you tell me the incident from your point of view, sir?
Look. All right. See, we're coming down from Kershwick. I'm hauling vases. Okay. Good vases, sturdy vases, not gonna break in a little cart accident like this. This motherfucker's coming up from Berkshire, and I start pulling my little my mule off to the side of the road just a little bit, so we can get on that soft shoulder, and then we can run by. This fucker over here takes his half out of the center, boom, collision. Lazy son of a bitch.
And you, sir, what's your opinion on the events from your point of view?
Well, I'm coming from Berkshire. I'm hauling clay, probably to turn into vases. And then this little son of a bitch over here, he starts running his mule real fast in my direction. I try and get Heifer over here, that's the name of my horse, to, move off to the side of the shoulder so this jackass with his, pants on fire can get by me. But no, his mule, last minute, starts thrashing around, curves right into me, hits me, now my axle's broke. How am I supposed to get this clay to Kershwick before it dries out? You know what they buy dried out clay for? Nothing. They don't buy it.
And reading the minds, that was all.
Yeah, they're both clearly remembering themselves going off to the side of the shoulder and the other person, it's one of these.
Okay.
Everyone thinks everyone else is wrong and memories only reinforce it.
So
we can verify some parts of the story. We could check to see if the pots are broken. If they are, that must mean this guy was lying. Because if you're wrong about one thing, you're wrong about the rest of it.
Well then, you should probably go take a look at the back of his cart.
True.
All right, yeah, I go look at the back of his cart.
Let me make a saving throw for his pots.
How do I do that?
Let me find my d20.
Oh yeah.
I will make it. Here it is. Oh, that's not looking good. Hold on. Do we have a entry for ceramic vessel? 1 to 9 hit points. Ceramic does not have its own saving throw.
It'd be less than wood, so just, you know.
Yeah. Well, you definitely find just a couple of the pots broken. Most of them intact, but it looks like of the couple hundred, like the 150 here, maybe 3 of them are broke. One of them's chipped.
If we check the other guy's thing, he literally just has clay.
It's just like mounds of clay that have been shoveled into the back of his cart with a tarp under it and a tarp over it.
Okay.
How dry?
Clay
is it,
seems fine. Doesn't look damaged.
though? Looks like this guy over here is lying with the pottery. If he lied about one thing, he could be lying about many other things. So what do you think, Paladin?
What do you think, freak with 4 arms?
Dude, if there's one thing this freak with 4 arms knows, it's trade relations, my dude. So like, we'll
Bitch, no one asked you.
Whoa, dude, chill.
Trying to hold me responsible for this guy's bad driving?
I'm just
I'll have
trying
you
to
know,
figure this
everyone
out.
from Berkshire is a bad driver.
Well, that's true, but yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this: what are you guys like expecting for compensation? What would make you guys like chill here? And I'm reading their minds.
They go silent and blank. Clearly, this is a concept that has never applied to them. They're not trying to resolve an issue. They're just trying to de-stress their anger.
Yeah.
Well, I broke an axle, so I want his axle, says the guy coming from Kershwick. The guy coming from Berkshire says, fuck you, you can't have my axle. It's your fault. I just want you to get the hell out of my way so I can keep going.
So one cart's broken, the other one's not.
One cart's now broke. The other one
Which one's
is
the broken
not.
cart?
The one headed
Clay.
from Kershwick, the one with the pots in it.
Some pots.
Okay.
Yeah. Broke his pots and his cart, man.
Are we on the way to Kershwick right now?
Yeah.
Yes. We go the same way as the clay guy.
Yeah.
So it seems like right now, dudes, like your cart's still good to go. Your clay's good to go. Like it might be frustrating as hell, but like in terms of like damage, I think you're good. Whereas like this guy here, we gotta like find a way for him to get to Kershwick, and he did lose some of his pots and shit. Like maybe we could figure something out here and just avoid the issue. Like we're losing more time, energy, and money if that's what you're into by arguing here instead of just getting on with our days, right?
Well, tell this guy to give me his axle.
I don't know much about carts, but like that might not work.
We could take we could take some of the clay and just build some pots to replace the ones that were broken.
You can't just build you need a spinning wheel, you're gonna need a kiln, you're gonna need some glazing on there. You can't just make a pot on the spot, huh? Do you even have a proficiency in ceramics, huh? When was the last time you did a little clay throwing? Little dirt DJing, huh?
After all, do you have any proficiencies to fix carts?
No, of course not.
I don't. I guess got rotting land, so.
So like, wait, how far are we from Kershwick right now, by the way?
Like, yeah, 3-4 hours, something like that.
The axle is like the thing that holds the 2 wheels together.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
The
shouldn't
thing
that be able to be
spins
repaired?
Like,
Not
yeah,
go
like if you
fast,
had a
but
proper
no.
carpenter, you could repair it, but just like out in the middle of the road, maybe you could try and tie it together with rope,
Yeah,
and it's
just,
probably
like,
just
have
gonna
it
like break
pulled
again, like
together.
right away. It's one of those things like, if the radiator on your car doesn't work, technically you can drive it in small little bursts, just as long as the engine doesn't overheat, but like you can't really drive your car anywhere with the radiator broken, you know? Or your water pump broken.
How heavy is the cart?
Thousands of pounds plus thousands of pounds of merchandise.
I
Yeah,
see.
I only got 16 strength. I don't think that's going to happen.
Wait a second. How far are we away from the goblin camp? We could get some goblins to carry it.
Well, that's about 4 hours back the other way.
So like, one thing we can do here is always just send help from Kershwick to like bring you Axel and shit, and then you could finish his journey too. Because aren't we going there? I don't know
Yeah,
if I've heard that.
we're going to
I think
Kershwick
we're
today.
going there, right?
Yeah,
So
we
if
can
there's a way we
send.
can help you get to Kershwick, we do it. Otherwise, we could send some help to get you back. Clay dude, like you're good to go, and like I don't think there's any blame on either of you or all the blame, whichever way you gotta throw it. But like,
Fuck you too.
what's up, dude?
Fuck you. Saying it's all my fault, or more, saying,
dude.
well, if it's not his fault, then it's got to be my fault.
Oh, what about the road's fault, dude?
Ooh, who maintains this road? Which, because this is on the edge of the county line.
Oh, player 3 has entered the game. That's a great question. Who does maintain this section of road?
'Cause,
Maybe
it's
it's
either-
the Baroness's fault for not having the road wide enough, or maybe it's the Prince's fault for not having the road wide enough.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because this road crosses the county line.
Yeah.
Look, like merchants got to stick together against the people who suppress them and do the roads, man.
Yeah, this road should be wide enough for 2 wagons.
Yeah, it's a merchant route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both agree with you quite strongly.
I was
They
about
seem to
throw
calm
you
down, and they start discussing the problems with the size of the road and how it should be quite a bit larger.
Yeah, I was going to throw my reaction adjust at that, but okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I guess at this point, unless somebody else has an idea, I think what we got to do is send help for this one guy from first.
Yeah, like, we can't move this cart, and he wouldn't want to abandon his merchandise, so
Yeah.
we'll go send help.
I'd really appreciate if when you get to Kershwick, you could send someone with a tow cart out to get me.
All right, sure thing.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. We'll put in some word to like have these roads wide or something. It's not gonna do anything, but we could try. They always ignore us, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We did
Great.
politics.
Well, on you guys go. And you make it to Kershwick that day. There's some guards on the bridge. They let you pass. They don't charge you ridiculous amounts of money or anything. And
Go get a tow cart.
Yeah, we'll go to the tow cart company. You made it up, Neal.
all right, you show up to Hauling Ass Incorporated, and they got a couple of donkeys and a cart with some ropes on it, and they'll go, bring them out.
Hell yeah.
And
The address is just sometime down that road. One road.
just go down that road, you'll find it. And why don't we take our first break here, and we'll try and be more serious on the other side of our break. No, we won't. See you guys soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.